Live.
Straight away live. This is very exciting. Very exciting.
Right. And good. I think we are back live.
Now are we live?
Yes.
Can we get a confirmation?
Let me go to Podfeet. Make sure we got one there.
Miss the title bars on individual windows. Stress me out looking for a place to grab a window to move it. Oh, the title. They've made it even harder? Finally, it works, she says. Now are we live?
Yes, I think we are.
All right. So if anybody snuck in late, call him out. Oh, Mike Price is there. Definitely is there. He's now in the regular chat thing, so we are good to go. I think I might start recording, Steve. What do you think?
Yeah, probably no time to waste here.
All right. I'm having weird problems with my audio, but we seem to have a stable situation right now. I don't know what the problem was. All right, here we go. Muting Steve. Hi, this is Allison Sheridan of the NosillaCast podcast, hosted at podfeed.com, a technology geek podcast with an ever so slight Apple bias. Today is Sunday, June 28th, 2020, and this is show number 790. Well, this week we have fabulous contributions from Jill from the North Woods and Father John, who is also from the North Woods. We've also got a tiny tip from the wonderful Shyamini and our very first review from Marty Gensius. I actually got a fabulous review from Jonathan Scott, but with security bits this week, I have enough material, so I'm going to selfishly buy myself more time and use his review next week. I can't tell all the contributors enough how much I appreciate them stepping up and allowing me to have a little mini vacation with my family. Well, Chit Chat Across the Pond was programming by Stealth 99 of X. Our next installment will close out JavaScript, which means we will switch gears at exactly 100 episodes. Isn't that kind of cool? Anyway, this week Bart finished off object-oriented programming with JavaScript as an example language. We learned about the concept of inheritance, which allows us to create child or subclasses. This allows us to dramatically reduce or eliminate code duplication, which Bart says is called a bad smell. It was a very intuitive lesson, and oddly, it all made sense to me. We'll see whether I can ever use it. Anyway, as of the time of this recording, I haven't actually yet published Programming by Stealth since we finished recording it just a little bit over an hour ago, but the show will be available in your podcatcher of choice late tonight or tomorrow morning. You can already read Bart's amazing tutorial show notes at pbs.bartificer.net. All right.
Bad smell, huh?
Yeah. That's what they call it when it's
code just doesn't feel right or look right.
It's a well, it's a bad smell.
Smelly code.
Smelly code, smelly code.
Anyone know that show? Anyone got the reference there? Lindsay must.
Lindsay must. Always.
Very good, Brett. Brett got it. Okay, everyone's got it. Who doesn't have it? One of the best songs ever sung by Phoebe. Maybe one of the only songs sung by Phoebe.
I liked it when she had a cold and her voice was all husky. That was good too.
John didn't know about it. Okay, John's the winner.
Good.
Yeah, she wasn't very musical.
All right, muting Steve. I'm waiting for that car to go by. I'm thrilled to tell you that my latest video tutorial was published on Screencasts Online. Now, why am I thrilled more than usual when I brag to you about these tutorials? Because this one is on Bart's amazing password generation tool, xkpasswd.net. You may remember that I wrote up a blog post recently about using xkpasswd.net, and I told you all about it in the podcast too. Now you can learn it even better by following along as I demonstrate all of the options in Bart's fabulous tool for Screencasts Online members. Screencasts Online is a subscription service, but you can get a free trial to watch this video and all of the back catalog. Check out the preview at screencastonline.com and blame me if you realize how fabulous the service is and end up joining the Screencasts Online community of members. Wait.
How you doing on your chapter
Yeah.
markers and saving?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm about to put in the second one.
Let's check.
Let's check.
Just a little follow-up. Boy, you
Yeah,
got
you
a lot
probably
of
should.
chapters there.
What?
Wait, how come you have so many
What do you mean?
on the
I'm
right?
only on the
What's the
second
right
one.
the right column next to the timeline?
Oh, those are that's the jingles.
Oh, okay.
Have you never noticed that?
I guess I haven't.
That's funny. Here, I'll show you. Whoop. Don't mess this up. Okay. So like let's say I wanted to put in the Tiny Tip music.
Mhm.
That's it right here.
That's handy.
Yeah. Community of members.
Is that what's
Doesn't
next?
fit right there. Nope.
Great.
Okay. We are actually ready to kick in with Jill.
Well, wait a minute. I thought we heard about this. Haven't we?
Nope. Jill's come up with more. These are more apps.
Oh, okay. Got it.
I have to do a chapter mark though still.
Yes, you do. Oh, she's continuing on with these kinds of apps.
Yeah.
All right, got it.
She is apparently a nature freak.
Good for you. I think I used one of them to
Already?
note some of our butterflies.
Jill. Oh, I think I'll set her up a little bit. All right, let's kick in with our listener reviews, and I'm going to sit back and just enjoy the show. Wave, there it is. All right. And I'm going to sit back and just enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Jill from the North Woods. As I mentioned before, I like hiking. My best friend loves bird watching. At some point, we realized these are really the same hobbies, as long as you bring binoculars and the right apps. Plus, if I ever get tired from my fast walking friend, I can say, wait, I saw a bird. When we first got started, we really didn't know where to go to find birds or animals. We really didn't know what we were seeing once we did find something. But gathering the right sites and the right apps, we started becoming successful. If you're wondering, I see 100 birds a year near my home. The Cornell Lab of Ornithology is a website for science and ecology.
Oops. They're saying they can't hear this. It should be right on the streaming, but apparently I didn't do it right here. Yep, I got it wrong in Discord. Okay. Let me go back. You can hear it on YouTube. Okay. Starting again. Enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Jill from the North Woods. As I mentioned before, I like hiking. My best friend loves bird watching. At some point, we realized these are really the same hobbies, as long as you bring binoculars and the right apps. Plus, if I ever get tired from my fast walking friend, I can say, wait, I saw a bird. When we first got started, we really didn't know where to go to find birds or animals. We really didn't know what we were seeing once we did find something. But gathering the right sites and the right apps, we started becoming successful. If you're wondering, I see 100 birds a year near my home. The Cornell Lab of Ornithology is a website for science and ecology. It's a fantastic organization with the conservation of birds and habitat in mind. But they also help the hobbyist and amateur naturalist. You can buy and view webinars and learn a lot of information about birds. It also helps users create lists of birds that they see and track them over the years. My friend has been doing this for over a decade. They use these lists to track bird population, rare bird sightings, and migration. They also help the bird watchers in a lot of ways. From their website on the Explore Birds option, you can look at maps and information about the birds themselves. I use their site when I'm looking for a specific bird I've always wanted to see. I find out where other people have seen this bird, and then I try to drive to that location and see if I can find the bird too. I was able to find a snowy owl a few years ago, even though it was a few days after the sighting. Snowy owl was sitting there on a pole, just like the person who saw them said it was there. So that was pretty neat. I also use their maps to find location with a lot of birds, and I plan visits and vacations from those locations. They do have apps of their own. eBird app is for creating those lists. It seems like there's a little bit of a confusion from the reviews about how to track location in the app, and the developer is trying very hard to explain how it works. They have another app called Merlin ID. It is not my favorite app in the world, but people seem to like it quite a bit. You can find out more information at their website at eberg.org. eberg.org/explore is where you'll find the maps and the bird details, and that's where I usually spend my time looking for the birds and locations. The other fantastic thing is they have an API which allows third-party apps to connect to the database. Birds Near Me is an app that uses that API so people can find out what birds are near their location. It uses that same eBird data, it just filters it in a little bit better way. You can filter it by days so you can see how many birds people have seen within the last few days or maybe the last month. You can also filter it by location so you can see if people saw it close to you or a few miles from you. It's really a great way of learning what birds you're seeing when you're not really sure. Every once in a while, you do see something that's rare or something that other people haven't seen, but for the most part, you're seeing the same birds that other people with maybe some more experience than you have are also seeing. I used this app in Los Angeles when I was only really seeing crows. But at one point, a little tiny blackbird came near me. When I used the app, I found out at that location, people only ever saw two kinds of birds, crows and black phoebes. It was a new bird for me. I was really excited to see it. I've also used this app when I've traveled around the world and helped me identify new birds that I've really never seen before. It's probably the best app I use when I'm trying to identify birds. I recommend it to everyone whenever I see them on the trail and they look confused. Find out more details at birdsnearme.com, but you can find out more information also at the App Store. It's only available on iOS and is free. The next app I use is iBirds Ultimate. There are several price points with different features for this app. Ultimate is the version that has all the features and costs $19.99. You can find out more information about it at ibird.com. It is available on iOS and Android. This app will help you identify birds and teach you a little bit more about their environment, their habitat, their behavior, and show you pictures and other types of information like the song. What I try to do when I'm looking at a bird is I try to look for something very identifiable, like a color streak or a particular size or the style of flying that the bird is doing. This app can help me find out what I have using some of these key features. Sometimes it's pretty difficult because birds fly very fast and they often get lost in the leaves. The pictures and characteristics really help me. My friend is great at hearing songs. She's able to use the app to match songs that she's hearing. Between the two of us, we do a great job. There are a few other apps like this: Birds of North America by Peterson or Sibley version 2 Bird app. They're both good. They have a lot of details also, but I really prefer the iBird. The nice thing about the iBird app is everything downloads to your phone. So if you're in a place where the internet's not great, which sometimes happens when you're out hiking, you can actually find the information without being able to connect to the internet. Larkwire is an app to help you learn songs from birds. It helps with the phrases and the songs of the birds themselves. Memorizing bird songs is a really great skill. My friends can walk through a park and hear dozens of birds before we even see them. I'm horrible at this and I can't learn songs. So it's not the app's fault. The app is fantastic. There are two prices for the apps: $14.99 for the land birds and $12.99 for the water birds. Larkwire is available on iOS or has a website so you can do this at home. Find out more information at larkwire.com. Sometimes you find a flower or a critter and you're really not sure what it is. For those items, iNaturalist website and app is really fantastic. And it really isn't just an app, it's a community. It's run by the California Academy of Science and the National Geographic Society. It allows you to upload pictures of whatever it is you've seen, and then the people crowdsource the identification. Once people pick out what they think it is, the site confirms the identity, and then you can find out exactly what it is you've seen. You can submit mammals, bugs, pretty much anything that's natural and living. You can also look at what other people have recorded. They also work with organizations like the Urban Canid organization that tracks fox and coyotes inside of cities. The responses are quick and accurate. I have done trees, weeds, butterflies, flowers, and mushrooms. I like to see what my neighbors find. And you can use it in the same way that people use eBird's site. You can reverse engineer it and say, I've always wanted to see this particular kind of thing, a flower maybe, and then you can use it to go find that flower. They have another app called Seek, and that one doesn't track locations, but it also is there for identifying and helping you find other types of natural things that you want to see. It's really meant more for kids. These are available on iOS and Android. Find out more information at iNaturalist.org. Well, thanks again for letting me talk. I hope everyone is starting to get out there and see nature again and enjoy the beautiful weather of spring.
Yay! This is great, Jill.
Yeah, that was really well done. Good job, Jill.
Save and add a chapter mark. I just did a search close by the house, and there's so many birds around here. They're talking about geese I've never even heard of. I see Canada geese every once in a while around here, but this is saying all kinds of crazy geese.
And those aren't Canadian geese, right? They're Canada
Not
geese.
Canadian.
We've been
No,
corrected on that several times.
Stephen Getz certainly got to me. Oh, two different kinds of hummingbirds, Steve. Anna's hummingbird and Alan's hummingbird.
That you've seen?
No, it's in. I'm over here doing the Birds Near Me app.
Okay. Well, we do have a couple types of hummingbirds. I don't know if I can identify them, but I should. Pull out the
Well,
app and
now
give it
you
a try.
can. Cause see, you can do Birds
yeah.
Near Me.
Yeah, look at that.
Totally fuzzy and out of focus, isn't it?
All I know is they're very territorial. They really guard our hummingbird feeder.
My dizzy hummingbird was Anna. Oh, interesting. The seagulls that don't exist. Great. All right, I'm going to do a little bit in between here.
Did you do a chapter marker?
Not yet.
All right.
Not done.
Well, thanks again for letting me talk. I hope everyone is starting to get out there and see nature again and enjoy the beautiful weather of spring.
Well, that was fantastic, Jill. There's so many times we're all looking around at stuff going, I wonder what that is, especially with birds. And, I got this review from Jill right around the time my daughter Lindsay was saying that there was this new bird hanging around their house, and she really wanted to be able to identify what it was. So she's going to be able to check out both of the bird identification tools that Jill mentioned. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Jill. That was fantastic. Makes me want to go outside and play. Now I'm going to do a chapter mark.
Good. Finally.
What?
Marty.
Me so nervous. Yeah, he's got a terrible voice and his delivery isn't very good.
He needs to work on it.
And the subject was not at all interesting to anybody. So,
Yep.
just out of pity,
Yeah,
I'm going to play it for you now.
It's a pity play.
Let's see. That was fantastic. Makes me want to go outside and play.
It's been 12 weeks since I ventured away.
Oh, he did not introduce himself. It's time for the debut review from Marty Gensius, also known as, he calls himself Drunk Nick Nolte in the live chat room, and he's always here to entertain us. And I think you're really going to enjoy what he has to talk about. Okay. I don't want to call it the Drunk Nick Nolte thing. I changed my mind. Do that one more time. Next up, we have the debut review, and I hope there will be many more from Marty Gensius. The drunk Nick Nolte thing.
So
That's just
how
our
about the
little
Hedley
private joke.
Lamar character?
I still don't even understand that joke.
Uh,
Okay, now you're going to get to hear him. Any more from Marty Gensius.
It's been 12 weeks since I ventured away from my desktop computer, and through that whole time, my Apple Watch has sat neatly in its charger. Time, notifications, and text messages appear on my desktop, so why do I need to wear a watch? When Wise sent me notification of their Wise Band, a watch, step counter, heart rate, sleep tracker, running tracker, weather, notifications, smart home controller, alarm, waterproof up to 50 meters, and built-in Alexa all for $25. At that price, I was all about trying it out. I ordered it on release date from Wise, and I had it in 4 days. Minimalist packaging, but I did notice that in the box was a I backed Wise Band sticker, making me think this somehow was a part of a promotional run of the band. When I opened the product, I noticed that the clasp for the wristband was not the same as in the picture that I had seen. In the picture, it was a traditional watch loop buckle, but what I got was a hole and nub connector. Putting it on, the challenge with the nub connector was getting the band on my wrist tight enough for me to have a heart rate sensor touching my skin and being able to slip my fingers out from the band after latching it. I've since noticed that current sales of the band use the traditional watch buckle. The band allows for a range of wrists. I'm a big guy, and I took all but the last two holes on the buckle. My wife is petite, and she could barely get it on snugly with the smallest setting. To make sure you have a good contact, you have to tighten it on good, which at first seems a bit constraining, but later in the day I stopped noticing it on my wrist and it felt very natural and light. The Wise Band uses the Wise app that is used for all Wise devices. It's easy to set up the band through the app by adding it as a new device and syncing it with your phone through Bluetooth. The Wise Device app allows you to set the sequence of the apps in your watch and remove ones that you don't want. Then you can scroll through them by swiping up or swiping down. The device will roll through the apps you selected and roll back on the home page. The screen has a little bar at the bottom that acts as a home button. One tap and it reorients you to home. Or if you're in an app submenu, will bring you back to the app scroll. A long double tap and you activate Alexa. The apps available are Weather, Activity, Shortcuts, which acts as your smart device control, Alarm Clock, Heart Rate, Find Your Device, that would be your phone, or in the case of your phone, finding your Wise Band, Alexa Alerts, that's alarms and reminders, a running app, and notifications. You can move the order that they sequence on your swipes or take them completely out if you're not going to use that app on your band. The AMOLED touchscreen looks great, albeit small, just under an inch tall and over a third of an inch wide. It holds 286 pixels per inch. I was amazed by the crispness and color saturation in the screen. You can customize your home screen display from choices that the app has, as well as adding your own graphic background from your photos library. Some of the choices allow time as well as steps and date complications. One complaint I have is that most of the options have very small font. So with my older eyes, I want to stick to larger font options, and those options hold only time and no other complications. You can activate the device by tapping on the screen each time you want to use it. And there's also a raise wrist to activate setting. It's a bit sluggish compared to my Apple Watch response, and at first I was making big arm movements to activate it, but after a few days, I got used to the necessary rhythm and timing to make it work. The Wise Band communicates with the user through haptic touch and vibration when actions occur. There's no sound or buzz that comes from actions on the device. Alexa is built into the device with a dual microphone array, which helps with Alexa understanding you better. And I get better action from it than I do Siri at this point. Alexa responds to audio commands, and if asked a question, will respond by text responses. The device has stand reminders, which you can set for your range of hours if you wish to receive them, or you can simply turn them off completely. Notifications are set up to mirror what's on your connected device. I used them for the first couple of days and then shut them off because they became too distracting. Right now, I only have notifications set to my iMessages, which appear as text on the screen. You can set alarms on the device, which are soundless vibration alarms. I set them up to wake me in the morning and after naps, and I was able to wake me and not my wife, unlike the alarms she sets. The Wise Band has a unique clamp charger available with the device, but not sold separately. It will certainly be the most easily identifiable charger that you have, but will also be the least interchangeable should you lose it. I've had a few stumbles with the device. Besides learning the rhythm and timing to activate my watch, I was getting this glitch where my weather app was set to Seattle weather, but when I tapped it, it went to my local weather. It still bothered me that I couldn't get my local weather as default. Rebooting the band fixed that problem for me. After a week of working with this device, I'm a fan. You can't beat the price, the screen looks great, and its functionality is great for the dollar. My hope is that Wise has regular updates to the app, bringing additional app options and more choices for watch faces. It's a great smartwatch option for the user who does not need all the cost and depth of an Apple Watch.
Wow, Marty, that was amazing. I know it's more fun to make fun of you, but boy, I hope you do more reviews.
Yes, really, really well done. You're getting some primo reviews here this week.
Betcha. All right, let me.
Nicely done. The NosillaCastaways are coming through.
I can have a cigarette now. Okay, but I'm going to follow up your review with the voice of Shyamini. So good luck with that. Let me say a little bit here. Yep, he's right up there. But he doesn't have the accent, you know.
You don't have to have an accent. Well, he does to Shy.
Okay, muting Steve.
Option for the user who does not need all the cost and depth of an Apple Watch.
Well, thank you so much, Marty. Man, that was a fabulous review. And man, you got a great voice. I hope you do a lot of reviews for us in the future. I really wonder how Wise keeps pulling this off. Yet again, they've come out with a product that's amazing and yet also affordable by, an order of magnitude. I kind of want one now, Marty, just because you really sold it here. The blog post in the show notes does use my new shiny Wise affiliate link. So if you think you want to have as much fun as Marty for only $25, be sure to use that link. Also, Wise just came out with an outdoor version of their fabulous webcam that'll work for months on a battery charge, no wires. I ordered one immediately and I can't wait to see how well it works. And I will definitely tell you about it. Okay. Oh, it's time for a tiny dip.
I bet I know where you can go to get the music. Right there.
Oops. Yep. No, I want to just copy. What?
Lindsay made a comment about the outdoor Wise cam.
I'm just saying. Yeah, my kids think that I have a. It's all pod feed could talk about on vacation. Well, yeah, because it's cool. Fine. See, my kids make fun of me all the time. Oh, did Shy? I don't remember if he introduced himself or not. Let's see. Definitely tell you about it. Come on, right about there.
Hi everyone, Shy here in very sunny Las Vegas. And I have a little tip that I discovered and promised Allison that I would share with everyone.
All right. You don't get to hear that whole one. That is a really interesting tip. Oh, wait a minute. Why did I put him up there? He needs to be down here. There.
So you're just going to leave us hanging there?
Uh-huh. You're not going to use. Somebody's got to listen to the show.
tease, big tease.
Hi, everyone. Shy here in very.
What? What are you laughing at?
Until next time, bye.
Well, thanks, Shy. When he showed us this out to dinner, this is back in January when we got together with Real Humans. I was really amazed, not that he could show me how to do it, but that he figured out how to do this. Having a photo embedded in a contact, it never occurred to me that there was a full size, full resolution image buried inside contacts. So that was really cool, and I thank you very much for sharing it with us, Shy. Right. And now, Father John, who we met at Macstock.
Yes, we did.
I may do a little intro before that. One of the greatest parts about going to Macstock is the people that you meet. In fact, that's probably the main thing, is the people that you meet. I mean, all the technology stuff and everything you learn, that's cool too, but the people you meet are really what makes it. And Father John is one of those people who we will very much miss seeing in real life this year. But luckily for you, he sent in a review. But luckily for you, but luckily for you and me, he sent in a review for the show in real life this year. But luckily for you, yeah, I thought so. Right. Come on. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Nancy this year, but luckily for you and me, he sent in a review for the show. Sober Nick Nolte. Marty, did we meet in real life at Macstock? Oh my gosh. I need a picture of what you actually look like, because you always look like something weird.
He looks just like Nick Nolte to me.
why do I not remember? I'm so bad at this.
That's okay. We all understand.
We
all
Oh
have
yeah.
our strengths and weaknesses.
So you tell us what he looks like. Let's see if you
I'm
can
not saying
remember.
I'm any better.
Okay, so this is going to be here, and now I need this. Did we hang out a lot and I'm being really, really lame? This is so bad.
He says briefly.
Were you shy? Not shy, but shy? All right, here we go. This is a little bit of Father John for the show.
Hello, Steve, Allison, and the Nozilla castaways. This is Father John calling from beautiful northern Wisconsin. And being a priest, I've always had to do a lot of car work for my 3 parishes. So my problem to be solved. I am in and out of my car throughout the week. My car has CarPlay, but plugging my iPhone in is not always fun or easy.
I'm going to cut that gap out a little bit.
My car has CarPlay, but plugging my iPhone in is not always fun or easy. I think it's a real pain. And so the answer to my problem was wireless CarPlay. I really like my present car and I don't want to spend mega dollars on a new car with wireless CarPlay or gut my integrated audio system in my car. So what to do? Enter the CPlay 2 adapter. It's a small box, about 3 inches by 1.5 inches by 1/2 inch, with a 2.5-inch cord.
All right, I'm not going to let you hear all of this. It's wonderful, though.
So let me make sure I understand. This works only if your car already has CarPlay?
Right. It just makes your CarPlay into wireless CarPlay.
Okay.
Because normally you have to.
I was starting to get my hopes up a little bit, but that would be tough to do.
Oh, wait a minute. This isn't good. I did the same chapter mark twice.
Well, let's check this.
2256. What the heck? Okay, that does not make any sense, and there's no way I could have done that.
Backwards.
Yeah, it's out of order. It says 2216 and 2156. So the right one is the 2116.
Huh.
Oh, I see what happened. Hang on. You know, one of the great... Okay, so... Well, what is this one? Oh, 2156. Okay. So I think I'll get rid of my intro.
Because he introduces himself.
Yeah. That's better. Okay. Okay.
Amount of headaches.
Well, Father John, this was fantastic. We posted the blog post about his review, and so many people wrote about it that read it saying, "Oh my gosh, I got to have this. This is fantastic. This sounds like exactly what I need." By the way, you will have heard Father John say CarPlay 2 and CarPlay 2 Air, but it appears they've rebranded to call themselves CPlay 2 Air. Now, I suspect that Apple's lawyers may have gently suggested that this company stop using their trademark name. But in any case, it looks really cool and $129. Thanks, John, for a fantastic review. I think he always likes to go. Thanks, by Father John. See, I remember Father John from MacStock. Thanks, Father John. This is exactly what people needed. I talk a lot about how supporting the Podfeet podcast via Patreon helps defray the costs of creating the shows. But there's another way you can go and accomplish the same goal. Christoph Trusch has chosen to put a reminder into his calendar to make a quarterly... Actually, how do you think you pronounce that? He's German. Truch? Truch? Anybody know how to pronounce a German name? Christoph, guessing Trusch is not right. Long U. True. Okay. But then what do I do with the SCH? Trusch? Trusch? Trusch. Okay. You still put an SCH at the end. Trusch? You guys just like hearing me say it over and over again, right? Okay. Several people are typing. Joe got it. Yep. Almost silent SH. It's pronounced Headley. I don't understand that joke. Stop saying it. Silent C. So Trusch. Is that good? Trusch? All right. But there's another way you can go and accomplish the same goal. Okay, Trusch. Christoph Trusch from Germany has chosen to put a reminder into his calendar to make a quarterly donation via PayPal. It comes in like clockwork, and it's very generous, and it makes him happy to do it this way rather than a more traditional subscription method. If you'd rather go the PayPal route, go to podfeet.com/PayPal and choose an amount that's right for you and your family to help I can't ad-lib it all. And choose an amount. Choose an amount that's right for you and your family to help support the show. All currencies are accepted. All righty. Now we're going to
How about Kuniakers?
Yes.
Was accepted? What's the exchange rate these days? Hey,
I don't know.
If you only had an app.
Exactly. Speaking of Huniakers, I have not heard from Kaylee
Kaylee?
in forever, and I'm getting worried. I haven't. I keep. Yeah. What am I looking for? Security bits. Okay, here we go. This is going to be. We did this on super dodgy internet, which is good. It was 5 megabits per second down and like 0.86 up. So that was fun.
Was this the one at the place we rented or home?
The house? Yeah. This was the one at the house. Yeah. Let's see how that looks. This is a different mic. Dagnabbit, he's peaking again. Look at that.
Let me check.
Can't use his. So they're not lined up right now, but see his?
Yeah.
That one is his. Actually, it looks pretty squared off on mine too, doesn't it?
You're the blue one?
This is my version of him. This
On the
is
top?
his version of him. Yeah. Well, we'll do it yet again.
You seem to have headroom. I don't think he does.
Yeah. I gotta listen though to let's see. I know I don't need that one. Oops. I'm gonna listen to his a little bit though, because if mine is scratchy because of being through the internet, it might be better to be peaking a little bit. Okay, so this will be his version.
I'm doing fine, having just been rained on for the 3rd time today. I'm mildly cranky, but I'll get over it.
Okay, now we'll do the same one with mine.
I'm doing fine, having just been rained on for the 3rd time today. I'm mildly cranky, but I'll get over it.
Sounds very similar.
Yeah, it does. I'm gonna use mine. Bothers me to know that it's peaking, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh,
So your volume
put in
was
a
too
chapter
low
mark.
and his was too high.
Well, no, mine was fine back then.
Oh, you mean 2 days ago?
Yeah, on a dodgy microphone and a dodgy internet, and always something, you know? But hey, it's working. Don't knock it. Here we go. Well, it's that time of the week again. It's time for Security Bits with Bart Bouchatz, and I'm coming to you from a home away from home on a little mini vacation with my family where we're not even going outside of the grounds of the house. How you doing today, Bart?
I'm doing fine,
That's
having
too
just
long.
been rained on for the
Yeah, I know. I think it's just he always is a little long at the beginning because now
3rd
listen.
time today. I'm
Check a couple of
mildly
it.
cranky, but
Listen.
I'll get over it.
Oh, I won't tell you how
Not
we've been
made
in
of salt, won't melt.
and I won't tell you how we've been in the pool for 6 days now. Okay.
Well, you're wet, if you know, that's any consolation.
See, that's working. All right. Well,
Oh,
let's
dear.
kick in, shall we?
Yeah, so starting off,
Yeah. So, I mean, I could chop that one piece and
No,
move
I
it a
think
little
it's
bit.
fine. But you might want to check the end.
Yeah, probably not the worst idea. Yeah, it's fine. We'll talk to you again in 2 weeks.
indeed we shall, and until then, remember to stay patched so you stay secure.
Oh, you guys telling me I need a leveler. You're killing me.
So no blink at the beginning of this one?
Oh, I deleted
The
his
blink?
before I played the blink.
Oh,
Well,
you-
I can just
Should
I
not
do this
delete the
one.
blink.
see. Oh, here. I'll play you a blink.
Didn't hear it.
Oh, that was muted.
Blinky blink.
Yeah, a double.
But, you know, my favorite of all time has to be this one.
Blinky blink.
Oh, Forbes. Hear that one, Linz?
Oh, that was good. Is she still here? Yeah, she is. Yep, I think she's in the probably on her phone. All right, here we go. All right. Well, that's going to wind us up this week. Again, thank you so much to the reviewers for letting me have a little vacation. That really meant a lot, and everybody has to count on the NosillaCast always comes out. Don't you forget it. Also, don't forget to send in your dumb questions. We haven't had a good dumb question in a long time. These are questions that you think are stupid and that everybody else probably knows the answer to. And you'll find out when you ask them that a lot of other people don't know the answer to also. So come up with some dumb questions. I like doing those. You can also send comments and suggestions by emailing me at allison@podfeet.com. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm @podfeet. Remember, everything good starts with podfeet.com. You want to use Patreon to support the show? Podfeet.com/Patreon. Want to use PayPal like Christoph did? Podfeet.com/PayPal. Want to join our Slack community where you can talk to Bart and people about programming and security bits and all kinds of just silly things too? Join our Slack at podfeet.com/Slack. And if you want to join our Facebook community, that's podfeet.com/Slack. Shoot, Steve, I can't read and do this at the same time. No, that one's not happening. That's podfeet.com. Yeah, no, and I'll explain why later. That's podfeet.com/Facebook. And if you want to join in the fun of the live show, head on over to podfeet.com/live on Sunday nights at 5 p.m. Pacific time and join the friendly and enthusiastic NosillaCastaways. Castaways. Thanks for listening and stay subscribed. There we go. We are fun.
So the mystery of the missing laundry hamper is solved.
Oh, thank goodness.
Lindsay thought it was with the house, so she put it in the laundry room.
Oh, so she actually moved it in there. Oh. We forgot so many things. We're up to 4 things now? I think we should wait till later in the week. Let's see. There was the blackout curtain stuff, the
measuring
laundry
cups.
basket, and the measuring cups. So did Lindsay forget nothing?
Well, so far, but I can't believe that will hold. We'll see.
Listening and stay subscribed. The first time in 15 years you haven't gone bird watching. Is it hard to go outside? Is that a hard thing to do?
Why can't you bird watch? Maybe you do it with people?
Lindsay is here. I know she's not as much in the North Woods as she used to be. She's still in
it's the
bathroom? A little bit more in the city. It's the bathroom?
What does that mean?
What?
Jill, explain yourself, please.
You work on World
going
Peace
to the bathroom.
now?
I see. Going to the finding the bathroom and going, yeah. That's the trouble with traveling.
Yeah.
Traveling in cars. Fortunately, our trip was less than an hour, so.
Yeah, that's actually how we chose it, was no public restrooms for anybody, so it was an hour away from each one of us.
Split the difference.
There you go. All right, well, I'm actually going to let class out a little bit early because I got to work on publishing Programming by Stealth 2 tonight, so I am going to let everybody go early. It was very nice of you to come. Thank you to Drunk Nick Nolte and Jill from the Northwoods for submitting the reviews. It was fantastic. Loved it, loved it, loved it.
Very good.
Nice long show. All right. Bye, guys.
Good night, Gracie.
No, I'm not going to.